Start recording, streaming, all that jazz.
Maybe eventually unpause the emulator.
Minor. Just Nintendo. Ever heard of them?
No.
Me neither.
Alright, I'm gonna start it now.
Let it roll through the intro 50 times.
Yep. I mean, it's not gonna roll for the intro, it just immediately goes to naming Felix.
Oh, right.
It just immediately goes to this asshole right here.
Start a new game, right?
At least there's music. Yeah, it doesn't even give you the opening until you've
Named your lad. Named yon lad.
It's just like, hey, you don't want to like do anything. You just wanna jump right in, right?
I do, yes.
Right.
Right. So, it's been a little bit.
So Golden Sun was the second game we streamed
That we
together.
ever streamed together. The first one on
First
this
one on
channel.
your channel, yes. The first one was on my channel. That was FF5.
Yep, that was
a
the
Fiesta.
That was the very first thing we ever streamed, but
And then we streamed Golden Sun, and Golden Sun was the game which we made affiliate.
yep. At the end of that.
So that was September of 2017.
It sure was. We have been streaming for a little bit, and I guess it's finally time for us to make good on our promise to play the second one someday.
Finally time to return to the Golden Sun well.
Mm-hmm.
So, a funny thing also, it was my old laptop that had, we transferred the files between each other.
Yes, and like she would stream, then I would stream.
Yes, we passed it back and forth, we passed the files back and forth. The final stream was at my place, on my laptop. That laptop died a grisly death that year.
Yup.
On which its hard drive shat itself so hard I lost basically everything.
So we kind of lost the save file.
We lost the save file, but no, we had the save file from the previous session, which was after stream number 9, the penultimate stream. So yesterday, we took that file and we did the RNG minute for the Blessed Mace that we did. We finished off the final dungeon, we finished the final boss again, and we got ourselves a password. So we do have a password from our old game. It's probably
This will be the continued adventures of Shulk and Pals.
It will be the continued adventures.
Not Shulk, actually.
But yeah, so that was a bit of an adventure, but it's fine. We do have mostly the same file.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have to rename everyone, so what do I have to do for this one?
First one is press select 3 times and we should
Okay.
hear a noise.
That's a noise? Alright, so we're gonna go with our old naming scheme, because we have to rename everyone, because that's something we don't get to keep with a password. So let's go ahead.
But you may know what the theme is if you remember the original streams, and even if not, you'll probably catch on pretty quick. This is Dunba.
It's Dunba. I'm gonna
And
just
of course,
take a quick save state.
his sister Fiora. I remember us being so happy when we realized how well this maps.
I know, right? And this is Charles.
Shiva, Charl, about the same.
Absolutely.
Hello, hello.
And then this is actually a new one. We had to come up with a new name for Piers.
This new character.
So we settled on a name that's a 5, and seems fairly appropriate. This is now Alvis. Hey, Alvis. Oh shit.
Oh, whoops.
Damn it.
You have to input the second code while naming Piers for some reason.
Yes, if we want to name everyone else. Don't mind me.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Don't mind me. Doing this again. Alright, I will save state once I get to Piers. So that, you know, we can hopefully put in this code correctly. Alright, alright. So, what's the code?
Alright, up, down, up, down, left, right, up, right, down, left, up, and select. That made a noise.
Okay, let me know.
This should now allow us to name the rest of them.
Okay. Back to Elvis.
Yes, you're once again Elvis, my son.
It's weird because you do get an opportunity to name Isaac
Isaac, but
after
no
putting
one
in
else.
the passcode.
This should give us the chance to do everyone, but I think it's going to be after we do the password,
that's
so
gonna be
I'm
so
sorry. At least we know we've put it in, but what it should now do is when it gives us the chance to name Isaac, it will also let us name the rest of the party.
So there are different levels of password. You can do bronze, which is levels in Jin. You can do level Jin and character stats, or you can do level Jin, character stats, items, and coins.
It's important to note, if you just pick bronze and do Jin, the password is, I believe, 20 characters, maybe 16?
16, it's 16.
Is 16 characters. Let's
No,
take a
baby.
look at how long the gold
No, baby,
password is.
we are taking the gold password. We're 6 pages here, bitch. All right.
The gold password is 260 characters.
Let's fucking go. Here we go.
So, welcome to the rest of the stream.
We did actually put this in off stream and it did work.
Just to make sure that it, was valid, and it seems to be. I mean, no reason not to think so, but if it takes 30 minutes to enter a password.
This is a true experience. Of course, when I was younger, I had a link cable, and me and my brothers all had Game Boy Advances, so I was just able to, link. So I didn't have to do any of this bullshit. Probably gonna have to watch me make sure I put this in correctly.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, I was just taking a quick check to make sure there was nothing else we have to put in, but I will keep an eye on you as we go through all of this.
You can kind of see we got cross, we've got a little T.
Just to make it as confusing as possible.
As many confusing letters as possible. Alright. Gold dollar.
And hell yes, it is in fact adventure music. Little V.
Yeah, the thing is, this V actually looks different.
Yes.
Down here than it does up there as well, just to be extra
All of the
confusing.
italicized stuff, usually it's fine. V kind of looks like a square root sign. It is so funny to me that they did this. And look, if you owned a link cable, this was way easier, and there was actually more stuff that you got pushed over, like the names, that wasn't in the password screen. But it's a bit too annoying to emulate that for this, so we're just going to put in 6 pages of passwords.
It's very important we get that cord.
Yes, the most important part here is because we're carrying over inventory, which is probably the majority of this password, we get to keep corn.
We kept that cord the whole game just so we could do this joke.
Mm-hmm. 5 years later.
You're gonna have to sit. Okay, so as soon as you input the last one, it flips the page.
It moves you forward, and I don't know if you can go back.
So we're going to just double check that.
Yep.
That looks good.
Yep. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on it as you go. F.
F.
I imagine if you went back, you might be able to.
I'm not going.
But yeah.
'Cause
Not gonna fuck it
that
up.
might erase, the whole...
The whole thing. Oh, you want to input all 25 characters. Sorry, all 50 characters. It's so funny.
And of course, back in the days before... also, this
This
one's mean.
Here's the first time the password is mean to us.
But
B+.
yeah, of course you had... If you only had one Game Boy, you kind of just had to... This is back before cameras were any good, really.
Yep.
So you kind of just had to write them
Write
down
the
and
whole
hope
thing down.
that you, wrote it down correctly. If you didn't, you could load up your old game, of course, to rewrite it down. But, oh, you've wasted so much time.
Hope your handwriting's good enough.
Bum.
GZ bum. R plus W plus equals. But yeah, thank God for screenshots and emulators.
Yeah, we did this with our phone before. We took pictures on my phone and we just he read it off to me.
And it
But
takes
this is-
forever
this is
because, of
faster.
course, there's capital and lowercase. 8 Bril.
Bruh, you. It's very easy to accidentally slip as well,
Yep.
by the way.
Yes, your cursor loves to go one square over from where you're actually aiming for.
So I hope you like this.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting a lot of it. Entering a password is like we couldn't not do it this way is the real thing because this is the Golden Sun 2 experience.
I have to keep our corn,
I
obviously.
feel like this is integral to the experience, frankly, because why wouldn't I want to pass over all of my items forever?
The corn.
Especially the corn.
Alright, check it out. It's correct. What like that.
Brew or plus. Question marks. Looks good to me.
Alright. And it's lowercase f. The lowercase f and the t's also look incredibly
Relatively
similar.
close, yes. One kind of waves to the right, the other waves to the left.
Alright.
Has a little serif. Alright, we're gonna crack the halfway point on this. So, you know, it's only been 11 and a half minutes of stream. We're not doing too bad.
Could have spared you guys then.
No, fuck you. Again, this is integral to the experience. Gotta keep having to recenter which page we're looking at.
Yeah.
Like, my brain cannot focus because we've just got, like, 6 of them tiled all next to each other. What you doing?
I can't even look at chat. I'm so busy looking at everything else.
Yup. That's the only way we're gonna get through this. We're also now getting into Symbol Town, which is even more awkward to read out to each other.
Man, it must be funny when the speedrun does this at the start, right?
Import file, fucking memorize this 260 character
I imagine
code.
you have to if you're doing like 100% runs, right? Because there's stuff you
Yes.
can only get
If you have all the
transfer.
Jin from the first game.
I imagine they probably have like a set password.
I imagine they also only transfer over the Jin,
Yes, true.
if I had to guess, but I don't know what Golden Sun speedruns do. Ease M. Bus. Look good.
Then, alright.
Number 4.
Ooh,
Number 4.
Number 4.
H.
Sex.
Hex.
Sex. There's actually a way better one on this page.
Oh yes, this page is the good page.
This is the good page.
Full jib in your cup. I'm really glad this loop is as short as it is. Seven hours, 7 minutes.
Oh, this one's very good.
Yup. How fast do we want to go?
9-9. We want to go 9-9.
I agree.
Okay. Question mark. Where's question mark? There's question mark.
I? You.
And
And then puss.
plus. Plus.
Puss.
Plus.
And and.
Puss and.
All right, 1 page and change now.
Here we go. Here we go. All right.
We're in the home stretch. Like, it just... Actually putting in this full password is so funny because you get well past the point of it being funny, and then it rolls back around into extremely funny that a video game ever thought to do this. Like, yes, this is the amount of data we want people to be able to put through. It's so good.
Oh yeah, I mean it's A++, you know? You know?
Exactly. It's good material. It's like we're on an episode of Whose Line trying to read off the credits. Claude Van John Dam over here.
Right, I did that wrong.
Yes, it is.
V.
Claude Vaughn.
JD. Glad I caught that. All right.
Zoo said that. And of course, I'm sure that most people didn't put their entire inventory into the game. We have no choice.
I mean, we have a corn. We
need to bring the corn. Hardcore corn over here.
And we did RNG manips. We have to bring our stuff in.
Our busted gear that we will definitely be keeping.
Right.
Bootoon. Alright, once more. Into the breach.
Alright.
Hopefully after fucking all of this, we do get to name our Game 1 characters.
Oh my god, if we don't, we kind of just have to keep going,
Yes,
right?
oh no, we're fucked if we don't.
We just
it's
name
fine.
Shulk and we just move on.
Yup. We should be fine though. It did make the ding.
Alright, that looks correct. I see it.
You did, yes.
10.
Alright, this one is
one line.
only 10 characters on the final line. By the way, you don't get a "does this look good" prompt, you just get rejected if it's wrong.
Alright.
JNC.
Hey!
Alright, so hopefully this will show us the characters after we name. But let's try Shulk. Like, why do you not put the code in here when you're naming Isaac? Because it does always let you do that.
It'll actually boot me back out in a second. Hopefully it'll let me name there. If it doesn't...
Rip.
Rip.
It doesn't say that there's anything else that you have to do. And I remember it being weird that it's on Pierce.
Yes, the Jin are muddled, but there are 7 on everyone.
Each person. And that means that we have all of them.
And our levels are correct.
It does not pass over the position of the Jin because that would make the password even longer.
Yeah!
Beautiful.
I can't believe it makes you wait that long. Fuck.
It's so good. It's so fucking good. This whole game is a troll, and I love it. We are eventually gonna get into the actual game, but this is the good shit right here. Here, Ricky, go.
And that kerning is pretty bad, huh?
Oh, yeah,
That
it
does
is.
say Ricky, right?
It does say Ricky, yes.
And
You're
not
fine.
Picky?
No. And Amelia. Again, we were really surprised how well it maps.
Alright, we did it.
We are finally allowed to start the game, and by start the game, I mean get the plot of Golden Sun 1 explained to us.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kill this out because I'm gonna murder the... didn't even...
Yes, because you didn't
I'm
actually select the window.
I'm getting rid of the password because it was taking over more than half my screen. I have to click through this? Yes, I have
Apparently
to click.
you do.
I have to click. This doesn't auto-scroll. Got it.
I wonder if it auto-scrolls eventually, but takes forever.
Alchemy brought the base elements of humanity into thriving civilizations like lead into gold.
I will say, I will try my best to be nice to this game. I haven't played it for a long, long time.
We enjoyed 1.
And we
but
liked
then,
1.
To be fair, 1 was probably one of my favorite Game Boy Advance games. I played that game over and over and over and
One
over
is
and over again.
Also a lot shorter than 2.
Yes.
So we'll see how well this, you know, keeps everything up. We are using a guide. We're not gonna mess with like wandering or shit like
But
that.
in time, man's dreams gave birth to untold strife. Dreams of endless riches, of eternal life, of dominion over all that lived. Dreams of conquest and of war.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would play 1 over and over again. I didn't really play 2.
Mm-hmm. I did everything in 2.
Yeah, I did do everything 2 once. These dreams would have torn the world apart if not for a few brave and wise men who sealed away the power of alchemy deep in Mount Aleph's soul sanctum.
I mean, you say more happens in 1, but like, nothing actually happens in 1.
Prologue from Brick 1. But yeah, so Golden Sun is up on our YouTube.
It's very old.
It's very old. I mean,
You'll
that
have to
was
dig in the
back,
channel.
That was back when we were like streaming at 480p, and I was just on my laptop on a headset. The town of Vale guarded the secret for many years until Shulk and Fiora, whose parents died in a storm 3 years before, disturbed the sanctum.
Damn it, Shulk.
God damn it, Shulk! What are you doing? Turos, the minority of the Mars clan, followed them into the sanctum. With them traveled Fiora's brother, Dumba, thought lost in that same tragic storm.
Dumba.
Dumba!
I fucking love the name Dumba.
Turos, the minority, stole the elemental stars, the keys to breaking the seal on the power of alchemy, and kidnapped Fiora and the scholar Kraden.
And they were never heard from again.
Oh yeah, Kraden, good, you can keep him. That man talks forever.
We're about to learn about that.
In the fact that I've got named him Dumba. Yeah, we named him Dumba in the first game.
Yup.
If these 4 jewels were used to fire the elemental lighthouses, steel and alchemy would be broken.
Yeah, the weird thing about the first game is if you do the naming codes, you get to name Felix, Jenna, and Sheba. Sheba is basically not in the first game.
She's mentioned a few times.
She shows up like towards the end, yeah.
Shulk and Wherein set out to stop Saturos, rescue their friends, and return the elemental stars to their home in Soul Sanctum. See, this naming scheme was brilliant.
It's so good.
They banded together with a young wind adept named Ricky and pursued Saturos, the minority, to Emil of Winterlock Town near Mercury Lighthouse.
Here Ricky go.
There, they met the guardian of the lighthouse, a water adept named Amelia. With her, they pursued Saturos to the area high atop Mercury Lighthouse. The thing about, like, 2 is it does kind of tell you that everything you did in 1 was bad.
Basically.
But you're actually the bad guy. Well, not really the bad guys, but definitely wrong.
Yes.
Shulk was too late to stop Saturos from lighting the beacon and escaping. Again, Shulk chased him, crossing Angara to the shores of the Caragol Sea. You remember that boat ride?
Oh yeah, we do.
We actually got distracted and went to Crossbow Isles.
Yep.
We put an old man to work rowing a boat. That was a terrible decision.
It was a troubled ship, alright.
It sure was. Taking passage on a troubled ship, Shulk crossed the Caragol to Tolby. He spoke with Tolby's leader, a strange man named Bobby. We also went in the arena. It's not important. Don't worry about it. There's the arena.
Bobby will be important.
Bobby is important.
Oh, I guess it is important that we did the arena.
Oh yeah, I guess. See, there you go. Yeah. So Bobby is a shit, by the way.
I love how this is the blow-by-blow of everything.
Bobby entered Shulk and Colosso as a test of his power. Shulk's synergy, I actually don't know how you're supposed to say. Synergy? Synergy.
Yeah.
One Colosso had earned him Bobby's trust. Bobby revealed a great secret to Shulk. Dang it, Bobby!
We will learn a lot more about Bobby in this one.
We sure will. Thanks to a mystic draft from the lost land of Lemuria, Bobby had lived for 150 years. That's never a good sign. He offered to help Shulk and then headed deep into Gondolin. In the town of Lalivero, Shulk learned that Saturos and Minardi had kidnapped a young girl named Charl, whom they needed within the lighthouse.
Yeah, so she doesn't show up until like the end of the game and you still get to name her.
Because this is it. This is the end of the game. As Shulk fought and defeated them atop the lighthouse, it's not going to tell us about how they fused into a dragon.
No, because that was sick.
It's not going to tell them that we suplexed that dragon.
It's not going to mention that, no.
Damn
it doesn't remember.
Damn it, we suplexed that dragon.
We didn't have a line in the password thing that says suplex the dragon.
Damn. It was so good when we suplexed it. He was too late. The beacon had been lit. I remember when Shulk fought a tree
That did happen.
Oh yeah, if we ever have any effects like that, I don't remember what we did to fix
It's fine.
those. A great cataclysm followed. Charo fell into the sea. Dumbo jumped in to save her, but both were lost in the roiling waves. Fiora left the lighthouse to find them, but to no avail. Wait, this is actually getting into the start of the game. We actually play this.
I believe so, yeah.
We start with Fiora in the lighthouse. Anyway, Shulk went to Lalivero, where Bobby asked him to find Lemuria and the remaining lighthouses. Gave Shulk a Lemurian ship to make the journey for the Lost Land. You don't need the platinum password for the suplexing the dragon. This chapter of our story begins with Fiora, just before the beacon on Venus Lighthouse is lit.
There we go. That's where it is.
I knew that was where it was.
You can tell this FAQ writer is American because they call it an herb.
An herb?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of a herb.
Yep.
Camelot presents Golden Sun, Book 2.
Book 2, the bigger one that you can murder
So I guess
someone
Camelot were into making games that were multi-parts before that became a thing.
with. I guess so.
Because I know Shining Force is basically the same way.
There it is. A dick.
It's pretty phallic.
What is a lighthouse but a god?
I do
but
love
a
the
giant
music
dick of the
this
gods.
game. Yeah, I feel like Sakuraba was fucking...
Was on some shit.
Oh my god. Hit it out of the park with this one.
Well. See ya, Dunba.
So this is where we did some RNG manip, if you remember 4.5 years ago.
Specifically like the room that Dunba just walked into.
Man, August 2017. Jesus.
Yep.
That's
Weird to think,
so
isn't it?
long ago.
That was when I quit my last job.
We have had the sequel, like this game, on our to-stream list for 4.5 years.
Sure have. The whole thing with Felix is going to get even funnier when we get later in the game. But yes,
sure
Felix
is.
is once again a mute protagonist. We won't talk about it for another, 10 streams. Something terrible.
Here's this asshole. Hey, Elvis.
Not quite. Surprised to
That's
see.
Alex, isn't it?
That is
Hey,
Alex. The
He's
thing about it
weird.
is that the game needed to find a water adept for you, and it had no idea what to do. And what
So
it ends up being is pretty funny. We just pick up a guy.
We do. What could Dumbo possibly be thinking? I don't know. He's in love with Charles.
He's
Don't
about
worry
to do a
about it.
fucking sweet base jump off the top of the lighthouse. Get out. Get the fuck out. The happy faces.
Mm-hmm. Little emojis.
Mm-hmm.
What? Were you not listening, Fiora? I like you. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh! Wow. Wow, dude. Wow.
Hey,
Ooh.
dick.
Oh, Fiora's not letting this go! Oh boy, she's definitely not letting this go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a non-apology, Alex.
Sure is.
Brandon's like, come on, can we move on to the game, please?
Yeah, this is a weird argument.
I think it's just, Fiora is extremely unhappy with Alex.
Put off by this dude.
Oh, he's so patronizing. What a
Mm.
jerk. Kick his ass!
No one will ever ask Kraden anything.
Okay. I mean, we do know what happens at the top of the lighthouse, so, having played one.
It's split in half. Like a delicious sausage being put on a sandwich. We're too low level for this.
She'll definitely followed us to the lighthouse, yes.
Awkward.
let's just say it how it is. They're definitely gonna fight.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's definitely a rash man, yes.
He sure is.
Why are boys such fools? Who knows? Mostly.
Alright, we're talking him up a little bit much.
Yeah, maybe you should just fucking tell us what's going
Well,
on.
unfortunately, Shulk may have learned to talk, but Dunba has forgotten.
Oh no! Communication foiled!
Oh wow, I forgot how long it sits on this.
Woo!
On this argument.
That's Golden Sun!
Yeah, even in the first game, we kind of talked about how a lot of these conversations, they do go on. We're not so different, you and I.
So if alchemy's so bad, why do we want to light the lighthouses? If you just told them, they would agree with you, idiots. Come on.
Basically.
Oh, I mean, you're incorrect about that. They kind of kicked the ass of that dragon. Okay.
Yo, what was that smile for?
I'm getting big villain energy out of you, Alex.
No.
Yeah, imagine running out of batteries to finish this scene and having to input the password again. Yeah, luckily we don't have to do that. We have save states.
As long as the power doesn't go out, it'd be good.
There's save states, it's fine. Yes, it's your turn to answer questions, fucko. Yeah. Also, acts of devastation.
I love acts of devastation. Hey, lost age, you say.
Yeah, there was a good reason it was sealed away. There's a good reason to bring it back. But there was a reason ancient people had enough of it and sealed it away, guys.
I've had just about enough of this guy.
My question is, are the wolves in here now incredibly weak?
I hope so, because we're only gonna get to play Jenna. Alright.
Fiora.
It's true. There we go. We've
Yes,
reactivated the statue.
We are blocked.
We are finally allowed to save.
Let's have a look. We have Fiora.
She's a normal flame user.
Human Flare. She's our fire. We have some herbs.
And a wooden stick.
No
She knows. She has learned nothing.
None synergy. Alright.
Alright, continue down. There should be a chest somewhere along the way here.
Do I go up or down?
In the basement, the exit's... Oh. I think it might be on the other side there. Yeah, that's downstairs. It doesn't really say anything about all of this. The lighthouse exits just south. There'll be a lot of dialogue once you come out in fresh air. There we go. Wow, that was way out there.
Oh, it was open, but there's still a herb inside. Yeah, I wonder what
fantastical
Shulk and crew
item
got from that.
We did get that yesterday. I think it was one of the late game pieces of gear. I'm
that
pretty
chest?
sure that was one of the chests that we got. Maybe the Asura armor or something. Well, I'm glad they left a herb for us.
Oh, it sure was nice of them.
Alright, so I think that's the only item that's in here. Good thing we're not being attacked by the level 40 monsters.
I know, they're being very nice.
Oh, here come the birds to murder us.
Oh, uh-oh.
Get him.
Get him.
Oh, shit.
Hi. Hello.
Scoundrels.
She's at the top of the lighthouse. Oh, we did kidnap her, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Or at least our party did.
Yeah.
They've realized we're the not evil looking ones, mostly.
It's a pretty standard RPG, but like, I kind of really liked the neat class system of one.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how
There's
it works in two.
There's a lot more, like, challenge fights in 2 that allow you to really, like, dig into the system as well.
I know
For better and for worse.
I feel like when I was younger, I got a little bit intimidated by how complex it gets in this one.
Yeah.
Well, back into the lighthouse we go.
It seems like they've set an ambush.
Jenna, really?
Do you want to do murder? Are you that bloodthirsty, Fiora?
Right?
Fiora, do you think you could beat up 30 men?
We have to run. Burden? Sure. I might not know the place. It's been 4.5 years. Road west, take the path down through the canyon to the cave. Outside the cave, we'll find a small peninsula. Yeah, I remember that peninsula.
I don't believe there are any more items to get around here.
Only those workmen block my route. Hell yeah.
We can take them.
Wow, we can take them. Wow, they're... Hello? We can hear you. That is just rude. Yeah, why not?
But I'm very low level, sir.
I can throw some fire.
We did see that very briefly in the first game.
I guess Jen was always kept in the back and wasn't allowed to get any experience.
Yes, she has not gained any levels.
The very funny thing is that because we took our password, Shulk and the rest actually do keep their levels, which I think is kind of cool.
Yep. Yes, they are the same Shulk that we had 5 years ago. Blah, blah, blah. Tidal wave.
Hey, put up or shut up, mate.
Damn, water straight to the taint.
Oh man, he's killing these guys. Goodbye.
No, he's not causing any unnecessary bloodshed.
Yeah, he is. He's
just a lot of broken bones.
Demolishing these guys.
That's the taint strike. Watch out, guys.
So yeah, the other thing to remember is that synergy is invisible to people who don't have it.
Yes.
And it's not very common. There was basically just like
the village, more or less, and then like a few little
people,
convoys of strange magicians, which is where like Ivan and Shiva came from. Ricky and Charles.
So, yeah, most people do not have synergy.
Thus cannot perceive it, and it is just basically creepy magic to them.
Mm-hmm.
What a faceplant.
Very shameful, very agree. Alright, will do.
Sir.
Back up. Wow, you're really gonna be that tough when he just ejected 2 of your friends into space? So you kind of think that Alex is going to be your
water dude,
guy,
yes.
because obviously,
you're still working with him
Dumba
here.
is the earth, Charles is the wind, and Jenna here is fire.
Yep.
So I can go to someone and you're like, okay, who's the water? It's like, well, you know, Alex right there is water, but...
And he looks close enough to the guy who's on the cover.
Yeah? No, I am absolutely not worried about her. Fiora is clearly out for blood.
Listen, they're
like,
all bandits. It's fine.
She was like, I was going to murder those workmen, so like, endangering innocence is not, like, something she cares about.
Oh.
Oh, you're worried about brother, that's accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Oh. Well, along we go. There will be some rando fights, possibly once we get out here, but it shouldn't really matter.
Hello. Shake your head, buddy.
God, I love the muscly men sprites.
I know.
That are so common in this game. They're so good.
Oh, yeah, you can't take me.
Homer Simpson, you can't take me. Oh, look at this man! He's so big!
Hey, ruffian. Goodbye, ruffian. An herb. Ow. Well. Yeah, you did, motherfucker. Alright. Anything to find on the way here?
I don't believe so. Like I said, I think we are actually just walking along this path until we get to the actual start of the game.
Where did Alex go? Yeah, the last guy thought that too.
He's not my grandpa.
He was. So you recover PP by walking around, by the way?
Yep. It is generally you just want to be blasting out spells at all times because it is very plentiful.
Like it's not a great rate.
Yes, I think we're just going into that cave potentially. So I don't know if there's anything else around here. Like this basically just says travel west into Sahala Gate and take the canyon tunnel to Itajima.
Hi.
Lad City. Can you take 3 Homer Simpsons?
I'm pretty sure I can take 3 Homer Simpsons. New music's really weird.
I love it.
I'm so used to the original.
Yes.
Oh wait, here you can see that targets 1, that targets 3.
Yep.
And also if you use center on, gets the most damage.
Yes.
So.
Attacks are always centered and then like kind of cascade downwards.
And also just boop. I'm gonna not use the herb. I think we're okay unless we got like a boss fight coming up.
I don't believe so. I think ruffians the only things we fight around here. I'm not sure how many or when they will show up, but
Okay. Oh, hello.
no, she knocked several men out. No murder. She is going to murder this punch ant.
Oh, but-
That died though. That was invigorating. I love murder.
Crayon's like, damn, I'm getting a thirst for blood. I understand why you like it so much now, Fiora. I understand why you're so murderous.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty great, isn't it?
You're right. We really should press on and on and on.
And on and on and on. All right, do a safeful.
Hey, look, it's a shitty
Oh,
boat.
right, it's a boat.
So you are able to go to this in the original game, and I think there's
Yes.
like basically nothing there. Maybe a genie.
You just kind of like note the boat.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's a genie here.
Yeah, it just exists.
And you just come here, you see the boat that looks like your boat, and you're like, that's a weird looking boat. And then you leave.
I think you do realize that it's their boat.
Yeah.
Like, so they must be around here somewhere.
It's smaller than you.
It seems like a normal swan boat.
The battle art is very strange.
I love the battle art. It is such a specific, like, aesthetic.
And yeah, the sprites are currently much larger than they would appear, of course, on the tiny GBA screen, which they did look quite so weird.
When your screen is 3 inches across, you do kind of need to make them as big as this.
What's so important about this thingy?
I love thingies. Well, we need the thingy to move
Oh
the
yes,
boat.
we're currently very large. We turn into giants on the world map.
Yup. I mean, as you
And
do.
the boats are very small.
It's just tradition.
The world is actually very small.
He passed this dud boat to us. He sold us a lemon.
Well, you don't have the key. You don't have the key to put it in the ignition, guys.
At the
Come on.
end of Golden Sun 1, Isaac is given a black orb to control
Yes.
the other version of this boat, basically.
Yes.
It must have been the orb.
Orb. Which orb? What's it? It's
orb?
a black orb, so it's blorb, right?
Yes, the blorb.
The blorb. No, I didn't see that. Big
Yeah.
black pearl thing.
Yes, the
Yes,
orb.
the orb. Oh, hey, Alex, what's up? You got the orb?
Do you have the keys? Or have you
Keys
just
to the boat?
called shotgun?
Sure, I guess we do. We just leave everyone behind? Yeah, why isn't it lit yet? Is that perhaps Shulk and friends?
That is a good question.
Yeah, I know, that cave entrance is so tiny. It's adorable.
There's the world map.
There it is. And then the, Oh, this goes very well for everyone involved.
Mm-hmm. The ground's got the wiggles.
I don't know, Fiora. I feel like you're letting a power flood into the fucking world.
There's the proper world map sprites.
Yep. Cause it's Earth? We're kind of like flooded. Whoop!
Hey,
Hello!
is this good?
Oh! We don't? Oh, we're floating on the ground there. Look at that. We're past that.
Yeah, you've been wiggled.
We're being wiggled!
Alex is just floating.
Yeah. You're gonna get lost at sea. It's fine.
And this is how
Oh.
Golden Sun 1 ends.
Uh-huh.
With an island floating in the sea. I'm hungry.
Don't worry about it.
These tiny trees can only satiate me for so long.
No help. We'll catch some fish then, asshole.
Because we're dying,
That's what-
Jenna.
Yeah, you're dying of starvation. Fiora, what are you thinking? Well, your brother's dead. Don't worry about it.
That's not helping.
I mean, yes, we're starving to death on an island that's floating into the sea. No,
No.
we're starving to death on an island that's floating into the sea, Kraden.
Hope they aren't dead too.
Can I just say it's funny that characters can have, like, 6 letters in their name, but we can't?
Nope. Yeah, there are people whose names are longer, but ours are not.
Shulk, Hudpin, sorry, Dumba.
Dumba.
Yeah, kill and eat Kraden. Yeah, absolutely. Why shut him up? Okay, what's up, Alex? What are you gonna show me? Wait, you're a water synergist, right? Can you just not, like...
Well.
Oh, hey!
How convenient.
That's very convenient. That's, 3 party members right here. Alright. They washed up on shore. Don't worry about it.
The one shore that's on this island.
And there
And
we
now
go.
we finally get Golden Sun, the Lost Age.
The Lost Age. Wow, this game is, nearly, 20 years old.
Sure is. Golden Sun 1 is 20 years old.
I know. I have so many memories of Golden Sun 1.
Yep.
That was my childhood right
You were
there.
nearly a thinking person at that point.
I was, like, 11?
Yep. I'm glad that my brother is alive, and that we've got 2 functioning party members. Charles.
Well, Charlotte got thrown into the sea by the lighthouse splitting, and Dumba jumped after her like a fucking idiot.
Wahapa. I feel like I fell off a lighthouse.
We're on an island floating into the ocean.
Bad news about that, yeah.
Oh, me here, and it's kind of floating away.
The island grew legs.
Yeah, you could probably feel it moving. No, you could probably feel it moving the speed that's moving at.
If anything, you're lucky that it scooped you up rather than crushing you underfoot.
Right? Sure did. Oh, Satros and Minardi are dead as shit. They fused into a dragon and Shulk and crew killed them. Suplexed them several times, even.
Yup.
Just launched that dragon up and slammed him down on the ground.
Another party? A JRPG party?
Yes, Alex.
Bullshit, they were way too low leveled.
So short time, 20 hours, you know. Yeah, man, you did not have good balance, do you, Charles?
And that place doesn't have any safety railings.
He jumped in after me like a muppet.
That's rad as hell.
No. Wait, no, not no. Dot.
Shake. Head shake.
Head shake. Dot, head shake. I guess the trauma of jumping in the ocean has rendered Dumba unable to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alex is gonna have to find new people who can fuse into a dragon.
Yep. Not that that will ever come up.
I know what lies beyond the Eastern Sea.
I don't. I have never looked at a map in my life, and I'm not about to start.
What's up, Alex? Land ho?
And the pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
It's a new continent.
Yeah, but you better get swimming, because you're about to miss.
No! Here we are! Woo!
Damn it, I hate Dead Reckoning.
Do none of you have the blorb? God damn it, guys! Did you not steal that from Saturos before? Oh? Oh, hello.
And then the Water Nation attacked.
Is that really a tidal wave?
That's a tidal wave right there. A tidal's wave. It's coming right for us. Everybody hold on to your butts.
Well, we got 3 party members all together. I feel it's only right to fuck with that. Get in the boat, idiots. I don't know.
And everybody died. I guess this is one way to get to the mainland.
Nope, we're still on the island. So yes, the very funny thing about Golden Sun is the person you are playing is a mute protagonist.
Oh, this little dance! You're fine.
So, Dumba could speak in the first game and did a lot. No longer.
He's done with that.
Let's pick up sister before we pick up old man.
Yeah. We got our priorities straight.
Might even leave the old man, to be honest. Girlfriend's gone now. What luck! You just got hit by a tidal wave. I'm not checking everyone else yet now.
They're all dead.
What's this, wrong button, it's fine. Alright, Dumba is, yes, the squire. He is the earth one. So
Which does mean he has cure.
He has a little bit of cure. He has, earthquake. Pretty good. He has some move and retreat.
A lot of the synergies, I believe, have been changed or shuffled around in this game.
Oh, Dumba! Ouch. Gonna leave girlfriend till last. We got knocked into the mainland. Cool. It's fine. It's good, actually.
Yay.
Alright. Where's Alex?
Probably not important.
Well, he's a water synergist. So he's probably fine.
Just swimming in the sea.
The tidal wave's fine. It's fine.
It already hit.
Yeah, I don't know how you all survived a tidal wave. You guys, really are lucky.
It also pushed the island onto the continent. What a stroke of luck.
Yeah, the Silent Protagonist thing makes no sense in the Golden Sun games, where Isaac is unable to speak throughout the whole first game. When we meet him again, he might be a bit more talkative this time.
It's not like, you know, a thing, basically.
Where has Alex gone?
Like, it's not like you're playing as Felix or you're playing as Isaac in these games. You're playing the character.
Yeah, I think Alex
Felix.
probably fucked off.
Yeah, he seems like it.
Yeah, our ship is kind of gone now. Yes, I forgot what he was saying. Absolutely, 100%.
Alright, so it goes south to the first town in the game.
Let's return Alchemy to its former place. I'm sure, again, that, like, nobody sealed alchemy for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
unsealing it is in fact a good idea for reasons we'll kind of get into, but...
That'll be this whole game.
Is that where we're going, Dhamma? No?
No. But, consider that thou must.
Yeah, so they're kind of, they were using, Dumba and Fiora's parents as hostages.
Yup.
To kind of get them to help.
And that's why they've been following this whole time.
No! Yeah, I made Cheryl like me. Woo! I don't remember what reason.
It's her destiny, that's why.
Oh, okay. Alright, fair enough.
Simple enough.
So, Ricky can mind read. I feel like Shaw has precog powers, right?
Think so?
It's been far too long.
It's been a bit, yeah. We'll get into it when the game tells us.
Why? Because she's awesome? Fuck off, Kraden. Kraden, you're not even fighting. Get out of here. Yeah, I knew she was a win at it, obviously. No, she's obvious. She's blonde with purple eyes. That's what wind adepts look like.
Yep.
Yep, we kind of need one of everyone to get into every lighthouse.
Yep.
That's the thing, in order to, like, get the lighthouse, you have to have each lighthouse as an element. We've now seen water and earth. There are, of course, wind and fire left.
Yep.
They were leaving fire to last because they had Saturos and Minardi, who, of course, are fire.
Yep.
That's the easiest lighthouse for them to do, so they were leaving it to the end, which is smart.
I believe it is also quite close to their,
Yeah.
where they live, basically.
Sure, what do you mean by destiny? Alright. She can also read minds.
There we go. Yeah, I guess that's just a wind adept thing.
Yes, obviously. Can we get into the game now? Good
No.
lord.
He's quite famished.
Alright,
So yes, apparently south is the next town, but we have Charl, who is a normal wind seer.
Whirlwind, Mind Read, and Ray. Both of these can be used in towns, so yeah, now that we have, like, move, we can actually do stuff in towns.
Yeah, poor Fiora is the only one who doesn't get to do things on the map.
Oh, what if I'd clicked, I would have been able to see the items of everyone.
I'm
on
not
the
sure,
password
but
screen.
yeah, maybe. We could have confirmed corn. Anyway, I guess the only real item that is of any importance to look at here, save state.
Yeah, I'm sort of looking to see what save state. I feel like that was right before we put in the password.
Mm-hmm.
Good save state and then load to see
Take
if
a
we
quick
could.
look just in case. Because, yeah, being able to confirm corn now would be better rather than trying to confirm corn 10 years in the future. Puss.
That was Puss. Do we have... Well, I feel like... Okay. When was that one?
That was the first actual save, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to put in the very end of this password in order to have a look. Which I don't remember. Alright, wait, I do have this thing up. Alright, don't mind me, I just want to really see if we can see corn.
We need to see corn. This is more important than anything else. Confirm corn.
I didn't realize I could actually look at their, like, inventory.
From that screen, hypothetically. There you go.
Corn!
Corn! Very first item!
Corn! Yes!
Good. Alright, corn confirmed.
Corn confirmed.
So we will also, you know, kind of need a bunch of these items later in the game.
Yep. Yeah, there's our, blast mace.
Yep.
Oh, he's the...
And yes, he is the
yes.
Kikuichimonji.
Kikuichimonji, I cannot say that word.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we have our RNG'd stuff, and we have a few nuts. Who has the nuts?
Yes,
oh, yeah,
after
Ricky.
after 5 long years,
Ricky.
gentlemen behold.
Ricky has the
More corn!
But yes, corn. We have indeed managed to get the corn. So let me just load the
Anyway, back to the game.
Anyway, back
Back
to
to
the
this
game.
party.
Yeah, I did not realize I could actually, like,
Look at items
keep
from here.
going after looking at the synergy to look at their items.
So yeah, anyway, as I was saying before we derailed for corn, the only thing that really matters here is, in fact, that we have the Shaman's Rod, which was a game that was an item that was forced into your inventory from, like, nearly the start of the previous game. And we had to give it over to, like, to Satoros and Minardi way back at the end of the last game.
Right
and that's
now,
how we ended up with it.
I'm gonna spread the herds for now, but later on we'll probably consolidate them.
Yes. We have plenty of item space for now.
Go ahead and drop Aura. Yeah, here's Whirlwind and Mind Reads. You can set Beastar shortcut, but I've forgotten how.
If you go back... Yep, there we go. Press L and R now.
Alright, let's do that.
I'm not gonna put move on.
That on instead of Mind Read for now. Mind Read's really useful to have on in towns.
We are, in fact, heading to a town. This is, I guess, around here. This will probably dump us onto the world map when we leave. Yeah, there we go. So there's a town to the south. This is the proper world map.
Oh, it's shake. Is it supposed to shake like that? I feel like that's an emulator issue.
Probably.
We'll try and fix that later.
It's not so bad when you're moving, but boy, as soon as you stop, you probably kill the password once more.
Yep. Alright, what are we doing in here?
Alright. There are 5 items. One's directly below us.
Yeah, we can go around reading people's minds. Oh
Sure
no,
can.
everyone turns says the brine, ew.
Yeah, so this place has actually just been hit by the tidal wave, which is why it's so watery around here.
Or the tidal wave. No connection. Don't worry about it.
Yes, directly south from here, I think look in one of these things. Yeah. Alright, the third house on the top row has something in it.
This one?
It's that one. Doesn't quite say, like, where.
Actually does in the text. Hey, 3 coins!
Woo.
Woo!
The building at the very top of town also has something.
We have 234 coins.
We're rich.
So, this?
Yep.
Ah, yes, this is a game where, like, if you die...
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah, I had a lot of time and know where to go. Master Poi? Ooh.
Yeah, actually, the text does not say.
Okay, we can't get this yet.
No, we can't get that thing there. Yes, that is not an item that is it's an item that's listed, but we're not going to get it till, like, later on.
Yep.
So then up the hill on the right side, we'll have 2 items for us. We can talk to that wiggly man on the ground.
We're good. Oh,
I have fallen, and I can't get up.
Well, fine. I'm not gonna help you up. There's a weapon shop.
Yep. It does say feel free to upgrade your weapons a smidge. We got an herb.
And there's one in the house, right?
Yep. And one of these barrels. We have to rob these people who just got hit by a tidal
There
wave.
you go, 12 coins.
Of their coins. Alright.
The road to Madra.
And it doesn't look like there's anything else for us to do in town.
Well, apart from mind reading everyone.
I guess so.
Briggs is locked away. Oh boy. Uh-oh. There's a pirate in jail? I guess we gotta go see him.
I guess so.
There is a ludicrous amount of, like, text in this game. From everyone having dialogue to everyone having a mind read.
Kid, I don't think it's too bad.
Kids love them puddles. Yeah,
Yep.
Briggs is in the brig. You're not a pirate?
I guess not. He's just a sailor. Oh, right, and you can push people.
I do love armor. Guess you can break. Alright,
And who is this for?
Oh, weapons first, always.
The best defense is them being dead.
Really, if you sell special weapons, they go in here to, like, buy them back.
Yes, and they do occasionally get proper special weapons as well. Alright, we can spend all of our money on a single sword.
Yeah, you know what? I like spending all my money on a single sword.
You're gonna spend all your money. You look bolder already.
Yeah, take my short sword. I really don't, I don't need to keep all that.
Inventories are so limited.
Yes, that's the other thing about this game, as you may have noticed, everyone has 15 inventory slots.
This is old school RPG style.
So there's really no point in keeping a hold of, like, weapons. You will get, like, an item storage, but you're kind of better off just selling them. Unless they're special, like, there are special weapons with special effects.
Yep. Damn, Dumba just equipping himself.
He's very rude that way. Free game ticket! Oh hell yeah!
I love game tickets, and we're gonna have to collect a lot of them. That's pretty good. Better than your shitty padded gloves.
I feel like someone else equipped those. Yeah. Oh, but
although actually she already has them.
She already does. Oh, no, that's not. I fucking pressed the wrong button. That was
Here, take my coins.
That was me doing the misclick.
That's alright.
I like was pressing circle, but
I
slipped over the X. I have that. I feel like I might as well sell this one.
Yeah, and yes, you are not allowed to sell the shaman rod because it's important.
Buy you a little cat, and then run away with her 30 coins. Alright.
And yep, nothing else to do in town except chat folks up if you
Those
like.
two are still out there. Those losers were inside the shrine.
Ricky, you say?
Ricky and Tabby. Oh.
Wonder if that's a different Ricky.
I feel like that's.
I'm pretty sure that's a different
not
Ricky.
Our Ricky. I'm pretty sure.
It's pretty funny.
I had a moment where I'm like, I don't think that's.
That's our Ricky.
I was like, what?
Here, Ricky, go.
Ricky. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, those little guys.
That's not Ivan. Yeah, so I guess there's also a character named Ricky.
An utterly unrelated Ricky.
Whoops. Alright, so just exit into the south.
Yep. We should meet a friend.
Hey! Shin! Yeah, do you know that already? Yeah.
Why are you speaking to me like a tutorial?
So for the most part at the start, we're probably going to keep people mostly with their own element.
You kind of need like 3 or 4 before mixing and matching makes like any sense.
Yeah.
On everyone. So it'll be a little bit, but we'll definitely like take a look at what's around.
Every character gets a bonus to their own element.
Yes.
So like, Dumba actually just has better earth attack than anyone else.
Yup.
That doesn't mean you can't use earth attacks with other people. In fact, we will be mixing and matching later. But
For the start, for your first few.
you should just try your best to keep them even. You will not be able to because yeah. Let's give a quick explanation. Yeah, you have to send it to somebody. We know how to do this, but fuck it.
Ah, we might as well.
Yeah, you can give it to someone else.
It's doing this for us, by the way, right? Very, very slowly.
You see that setting, we might have to, like, give Fiora Earth Jin at certain points in order to get growth, because that's a map move.
Yep. One of the few that, like, you have to go out of your way to get.
Attack with double strike, very nice.
Yep, this is similar to Flint, it's just a strong attack. It's so slow!
I know. Oh, wolf.
Oh, look at that wild wolf. So yes, I believe that theme we had was actually Jenna's theme.
Ah.
And that this is the
yeah.
actual battle theme for the game. Because weirdly enough, Jenna has her own battle
So the
theme.
thing about using Jin is it lowers your stats because basically only the Jin that you have like set like increase your stats. So that is the thing about using Jin is that like they're very powerful, but if you use
They
them
make
kind
you
of
worse.
willy-nilly, they the thing about them is when they are used up, you can then do a summon, and the more of each element, like one of each element you have, the higher summons. I believe there are even new summons,
Yes,
multi-summons.
this game has multi-element summons, and they kick ass, and I love them. So I can't wait to start getting into those.
There's definitely like this balance between like having Jin like set and having them on standby.
Getting their good effects, getting the really strong summons, which also boost your attack, like your elemental attack.
Once they've been used to summon, it spends a turn and recover.
Yep.
Well, actually, it depends how many you use. You recover one Jin every turn, essentially.
Correct. Per person.
Per person, yeah.
So it's actually really good to spread your Jin use across and then do the summons, which is a lot easier in this game when you can have multiple, like, different people doing summons. Or, or multiple summons with different elements, basically, is what I meant to say.
Very sorry about all the shaky. I don't feel
I
like
know
Golden
that
Sun
shaky
1.
was on it, but this shaky was not.
Yeah, I don't know why Golden Sun 1 did not have this problem.
I think it might have, actually.
It might have, and I don't know how we fixed it. Can you, like, try and look that up now?
Sure, I'll give it a try. Anyway, you're going south to the temple. Which is, oh god, quite large.
Alright. I will go ahead and save. Oh, there's a temple. Do I have a world map yet?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Ah,
There we go.
totally do, and it's actually way bigger than the previous game.
Like, which continent is the previous games?
It is, I believe, this one.
Yeah, because we went up in
Yes,
here
that's
to
where the Mercury Lighthouse is, and like that's the sea that you cross in the game. So that like the first game is literally just that.
We didn't go very far then, did we?
Nope.
And basically, like, slid off this to down here.
Yes, it's also worth noting that you can kind of see it from here, but this map is very similar to the map of Pangaea. Which I always thought was a neat little touch.
There's random encounters. Get out of here. I feel like I've gone the wrong way.
Quite possibly. I think it said counterclockwise. And
Yeah, I went clockwise, yep.
sorry about that. I may need to unplug this and listen. Enjoy your louder music.
You like louder music? Alright, this is a mini encounter. Let's bust out the spells. That was easy. One thing to know is I believe the game does not redirect if you're targeting an enemy that dies.
Correct. It does not.
The first game did that as well, so you kind of want to spread out your attacks, because, yeah, if they die, your character will just sit and do nothing. It can be a little bit annoying. I mean, a little bit annoying. Alright. Dorian Temple. Oh, hello. Oh, they're not gonna let me inside, so I'm gonna have to do that to get in. Let me talk to them first. I like saw a path and I was like, I must go down it. Alright, can I enter? They might defend if your target's gone, I don't remember. I can't see Master Point. Master see no one.
It absolutely was vibrating.
Oh, okay. How did we fix it?
That's what I'm looking into, sorry.
No. I don't know if we would have said it on stream. I feel like like I said, you're probably just like, or...
Yeah.
How do I interact with this? It's just go up. Oh, we broke into a temple.
No, messing with some filter settings is what I've seen so far.
Okay,
Does not give any specifics, but I think we should be able to figure this out. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, what do I do now? I'm in the temple.
Question. Oh, sorry, I mean, where are we in this? Alright, just enters the dungeon through the double doors.
Hi! Yeah, levitate!
Eh.
Don't fall over, idiot! You suck, man! This guy's yelling at all his apprentices, you guys suck!
Hell yeah.
Like Lilted, this one guy just moves to the side. Go on, you gotta keep steady, buddy.
Shameful. Sucked! Meditate harder.
Hey, well, my turn. Can I levitate?
Yeah, I'm glad he hasn't noticed. Ooh, you're pretty good.
No! I stand a chance to succeed. Ho ho! I think we're gonna break in and do this, right? More than just
You may lose your life.
Alright, open the door for him so that I can come in too.
Mm-hmm.
I could just like... Oh, we don't have carry, so we can't like do rope.
Correct.
I wanna just like carry this rope up there.
What a conspicuous looking rope. There should be a chest to your left. It might try to nip your hand off though. Actually, it's right up there.
Yeah, it was straight ahead actually. It's a mimic!
What the?
Oh no! Get it! Get it! Get it! Oh, don't you slurp my pee-pee. What a...
Wow. Didn't know this was that kind of relationship.
I know, I knew it as soon as I said it. I didn't mean to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 6-9 damage, nice.
Nice.
Oh no, he debilitated me, what a jerk. Okay, here's the Jade on recovery turn, where we get neither its stats nor the ability to actually do anything with it.
These are the danger turns.
Yep. Game ticket.
Alright, so now we're going left and up. Up and around.
We'll be doing a decent amount of inventory management.
End of a decent
So
amount of
left,
special
yep.
games. Yep, this will lead to a door.
Yes, our synergy points are PP, so, you know, expect a lot of jokes from us because we're, 12?
Mm-hmm.
12.
Something like that, for sure.
I don't remember when I played this game as a kid, I didn't, energy basically at all, because, points! MP! Don't use
Never.
MP!
That would be terrible.
Ugh, gross.
Alright, so yep, the door should be over here. So I believe we want to jump across some of these pillars, which, God help you.
Lad?
Is a lad, although I don't know. I think we have to get to him from a different doorway.
Yep. Like, when there's one or two enemies, it's a good time to just, like, slam in with attacks.
Yes, they won't be that dangerous to you, and you can kind of refill. So yes, there is a thing in your way, I think. That is not a jump across.
Ah, so it's not there wanting me to go?
No, God, it's like navigate the flat top pillars and climb to the other side of the cliff.
No, I guess not here.
I feel like it's actually go down.
Go down?
It just worded it badly.
Okay.
I think we're trying to go to the top left exit. So I think that somewhere around here there will be a ladder up. Sorry I can't give you better directions than that. It looks like it might be down around the bottom.
Are you using the map or the
I'm
words?
using, well, the words are useless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Like, so I was reading you the words there. That is what they said. It's just navigate the pillars. Yeah, I think it's down around here.
There's a dude. Oh, you got blasted. You got blasted by all those monsters that live in this cave.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, because you recover PP as you walk around,
It's not nearly as bad, yeah.
You can just, like, use it.
Yes, I think this will let us run into or jump across the pillars.
Yeah, do it. Just solve the puzzle. What are you looking at a guide for? Just solve it.
It's easy.
I'll be back for you later, Jin.
Mm-hmm. Alright, then just follow the path to another exit. The left one. Yeah, I think we go the left side of this. We'll go to another room, and that'll bring us back up. Which will allow us to get a mysterious treasure.
You love mysterious treasures.
We should be in a cave with a fast-moving river once we go through the door here.
That does.
That looks like a river, yeah. Alright, walk downstream, look for an entry point to run upstream in the south.
That was a
So you can get to the eastern side.
with boxing gloves, yes.
It sure is.
That was a
There's
punch
more
out.
of them.
That's Punch-Out right there.
And shoes, for some reason.
Well, I mean, you know, don't wear shoes.
Ant with the drip.
You've got to protect your feet. How would you not protect your feet with shoes? You're protecting your hands with gloves.
Yeah, this, I think we should be able to run across this and get to the eastern side of it. Let's see. Running against the stream, use rocks dry and take a breather if you need it. The dead-end room the cavern opens into has 2 water spouts.
Do I have to, like, go up here? Because we're on a dead end.
It might be down from...
It's not really
No,
down.
it's up from here, yeah.
There should absolutely be a Punch-Out in tech, and I don't know why they haven't gotten on it already.
They've already got a bear. Yeah, so I think we're making our way up through the river here and then, like, trying to get up on the... Yeah, I think that's right. This should have some water spouts in it? Yes. Alright. By pushing the trunks on one side of the spouts, it'll make the remaining one go way higher, which will let you get up. Ride the rightmost spout, so yes, push the water onto the left one. Oh, sorry, Mr. Steam.
Oh yeah, do you remember how slow the pushing was?
It's so good! It's so good! I love block pushing puzzles that take 5 years. This should push us up to an item.
Oh, yep.
And then we're gonna have to push it to the other one. I'm sorry.
A mysterious card.
Ooh.
Oh,
Change your...
yeah.
Right, there are class items. You can turn into a Poirot. What the fuck does that do?
These are just cards you can have in your inventory.
You can equip and unequip them. They change your moves. You can be a baffle card.
Juggle and baffle card.
They turn you into a clown. I don't know if you can see the class, like, or what the stats change into, because I do think it changes stats.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
A rare item. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to tell me. Alright.
How weird.
Well, we're gonna use that for some wacky stuff later on.
For sure. So bad news, you do have to go push it all the way onto the other one.
Oh, I know. What? Nope, I did not mean to do that. That's gonna make my life worse. Ah, it's an Italian cloud. Oh, no. Ah, that's fine.
Well, move synergy. AKA the whoopsie doodle. At least you don't have to reset the room.
I pushed it incorrectly. Can you get me some Mercursion?
I believe so, yes.
Whee! Nope.
Right. Oh, eventually, I mean.
Oh, right.
So let's see. Follow up, up to a ledge, go up there, follow across the tightrope, look for a single trunk on the cliff's edge.
Guess over the next one.
Angleworm.
Worm with swords. Hell
Could
yeah.
be your angleworm or your devil worm. That bat's not that big.
Not bad, really. Oh, got ourselves a level up.
I do love level ups. They always attack Fiora.
Yes, I guess it's
Yeah,
over this
that'll be the one.
Nope.
Just fall across the tightrope, look for a single trunk on the cliff edge, move it to the east and
trunk.
jump across.
Trunk.
Oh shit, yeah, duh, you can go up. Sorry, I didn't realize there was a path there. Move it to the east. And then I think we're just pushing in front of that vent. Yeah, to stop the steam vent. Over the other end. If you fall in, you can take the stairway back up. So yeah, I think that just goes back to here.
Alright. Down the ladder or nay? Yep. Let's not pass this one.
Cliff, get past a rocky impediment. I don't know what that means. Being the first, basement one screen, flat top pillars, but now on the eastern side. It says ignore the Mercury Genie for now, we'll be back for it in a second. Which, fascinating.
Why?
Oh, it is up there, and we're gonna hop across the cliff.
Right,
That's what it is. Because you can hop one tile gaps.
Yep. We did rename the characters after Xenoblade characters, yes.
All of them, and
All
it
of
works
them.
perfectly.
It works really well.
We did this in the first streams as well. This is
Yes.
a 5-year-old joke.
Yes, four and a half years ago we played through one and we named everyone the Xenoblade characters. I have to remember I can do that.
Yeah.
Shulk will be appearing later.
Much later.
He was the main character of game 1, you see.
Alright.
He's
There's
currently
this
not
one with the
feeling
flat
it.
top
Oh yeah, we don't
pillars.
have
Ah,
the ability
that would
to
be
get
why,
him.
yes.
Yeah.
So take the next 2 stairs
Nice.
up.
Nice.
That's a penis.
Everything looks like a penis to you. What the hell?
But look!
No! No! Why is everything a penis to you? Are you just...
Look, that in particular is in fact a
I
dick.
feel like it's your toxic
Oh.
masculinity speaking here.
Probably. Alright, so yes, up next 2 sets of stairs. So I believe there will be a boss fight coming up.
Okay.
The company should find a boiling pot.
I guess we kind of abandoned Shulk at the lighthouse, so...
So, let's just shove that out of the way with our fancy magic. And then I'm sure that nothing bad will happen if we go up here. That's right, Wild Wolf, the boss.
That's right, a woo. A woo. Oh god, it's the monkeys!
It is in fact. Ape Escape, and they're here to beat you up. Alright, these 3 King Kong rejects can definitely pose a problem if the team wasted all their synergy en route. But if the team's brimming with PP, it's quite simple to just blitzkrieg them and put them on the defensive. Yeah, apparently Jenna's Flare is quite good against them.
Yeah, they're just healing up.
Yup, they do that. They're dicks.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Aww, adorable cat. Little pausies in the air. Alright, that one got the herbs, so he's,
a little bit stronger. Unfortunately, he is just using it to perform the entire DK wrap. And you might think that his time could have been better used.
No. Oh, get nut.
Hooray for Nut.
Nut.
Nuts are great healing. They are healing, but it's not going to do them much good. Alright.
It sure didn't.
Well, let's go have a chat. We're this teacher dude's greatest pupils, and he's never even met us.
I know, right? Hey, give me that rope trick, please. I'm definitely pleased you're my teacher somehow. Who are you? I no longer speak, so Kraden's gonna have to speak for me.
Hey, buddy, were you gonna sick those apes on your students?
Yeah, I guess he was, yep. I just made the way through the cave. I have synergy, it's fine. Yes, Lash.
So yes, we have now unlocked Lash in Advance Wars.
You're a little perturbed. I am not perturbed. It's a synergy, Kraden, come on. Is it on an item?
It sure is. So if you thought that the synergies in the previous, like the map synergies in the previous game were a little weird and specific, you ain't seen nothing yet. Also
that all those items to use powers clogged up your inventory, something fierce?
Well, yeah.
Well, do you want more? Do you want more of that?
Do you want more, like, items that do literally one thing?
That really should just be carry again, right?
Nope. Fuck you, it's Lash.
Alright, spiritual strength. Alright. Now we're gonna go back and get that Mercury Gin now.
We sure are, yes. That is the only important thing in here, if we're being honest.
Well, if you cannot beat up 3 apes, you're not worthy of the technique. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Beating up apes to get synergy is something that just all adepts have to go through one time. Alright.
Wow, Kraden, just say it out loud.
Well done, old man!
Are you ready for old guy jokes?
Old guy, fight! Old guy, fight! Yeah, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. I broke your temple, you have to give it to me.
I like you.
Me, not Kraden. Kraden
No.
sucks.
Yeah, because we shut the fuck up. We'll get to do that too. Funny little monkey crawl. Yes, yes, yes!
Yes, yes! Alright, give me the item. Alright, who do I give this item to? I might give it to Jenna because she's the only one without a map.
She's got nothing to do, yeah.
Although she does use an awful lot in battles.
True. Yeah, it's like Charl is fast, so she's gonna end up using a lot of, and a mage, so she'll use a lot, and Jenna is also a mage, so she will use a lot. But this'll be fine. Granted, Dunba is currently our healer, so... Well, that stupid fucking sprite!
Wait, do I heal synergy walking around this room? I feel like no.
Maybe, maybe not. Doesn't
Doesn't
look
look
it. So this Mercury Genie will fight us.
I mean, yeah. As they do. I mean, I'm just gonna go back, whatever. I'll just try not to use synergy so much on the way back, it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll heal it when we're in the dungeon. I feel like, yeah, you only heal PP when you're in, like, a dangerous
When you're allowed to
area.
get hurt, yeah.
I have to not press A. I don't know what game we're playing that I have to press A to do. I feel like it's Harvest Moon.
Probably, yeah. Touch the hot pot.
I move that back.
Yeah, really.
Who put that back in my way? Get out of here. Now that we're in here... Yeah, I did get it back, but because we got it back, but done by you. So he still has none. I have herbs, it's fine.
Oh, we'll manage. There's only one dude, how bad could he be?
Oink.
Whoop! I love it! I love everything about the map synergies in these games. It's
I'm
so
gonna
funny.
save here because sometimes the ones that fight you have a real tendency to run away.
To fuck off, yes.
So yeah, you wanna save before fighting any Jin, because they can just decide to fuck off. We don't actually have our walker person, so I don't know who we're gonna put this on.
That's a good question, yes. I guess we'll see what synergies we get with each person, and like if it fucks their stats up. Donk.
I don't have party-wide healing, dirt.
Mm-hmm. We should at least be able to retreat after this.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, nice. Alright.
Alright.
So this is Fog.
Hey, Fog, what do you do? Blind enemy with Fog, does that do damage?
I don't know.
Okay, that loses. It gives her blast, but loses a lot of her
Of her good stuff, yes. I guess we'll definitely see what it does to her stats too, but generally it will be good. Yeah, she will lose her wind stuff, but gain Prism.
Yeah,
and she
that's
gets some
fine.
stats. Well, like if
That's
we're in an
okay.
area where we like water, that'll be good. If we're in
By
an
the way,
area we
I
won't.
cannot give it to Dumba. So the other thing about Jin you have to know is you cannot unbalance.
Yes.
I can't give Dumba 2 while everyone else has none. You have to spread them evenly.
Mostly because the stat bonuses you would get from having 7 on one
Yes.
person would completely break the game. So
Yes,
there is a
so-
built-in system to prevent that.
I can trade, but I cannot.
Stack.
You can also, set and standby. So if you want to summon at the start of a fight, which is not a terrible idea for some random encounters, is to just blast them with a summon right away.
Yes. You can even just do that now if we decide that we don't want anyone to have water. Because then we get a free water summon at the start of each fight. Alright, so we're gonna go basically east from town. We can
I'm not sure
probably
this is
go
going
into
to
town and
take
heal
me,
up. Yeah, it is a
so-
good question. Okay. Sure. I guess that is technically the first entrance of the dungeon that we went
Yep.
into from here.
Yep.
This is emphatically not dungeon. I think we can get down from the other one. I don't think we can get down
this is
from
a way
here.
up, right? I wanted to have a look.
Yep. But there is a cool ankle breaker slide right here.
Whee!
Yeah,
Sure,
now
sure,
no
buddy.
one gets to have the lash pebble. It's
Someone
mine.
else had passed my test? That is disgraceful. It was me. I passed your test. You are disgraceful.
You disgust me.
Look, I'm gonna do it right in front of you. Just to show
Oh,
off. Yeah.
styling.
Yeah, see? See, I used the power right there.
Damn.
Yeah. We're not monks. We studied in Vale. Yeah, be a great monk.
You'll be an acceptable monk.
Oh, don't worry about it. No, they extremely did not let me in.
Now
I
we
am
fucking throw the doors open and fuck off.
out of here. Alright, I might go back to town to rest
Yes,
at
we
the
should
inn.
heal up because I believe we are doing another dungeon.
That sounds right. Oh, I have no synergy. Oh, now we get prism.
It is a smack.
Yeah,
That's pretty decent.
I'm good with that.
That is the thing, like, your stats are the thing that you're most interested in unless you really need a certain element.
Well, actually, we're actually still getting her.
Sure, yes. They will all just collect in Dunba's inventory.
Item management, the game.
It sure is.
Well, this was pretty snappy though.
It moves quick enough, yes. I mean, you have to click through a lot of stuff to see the damage, but that's usually useful because it, like, tells you things like enemy resistances and stuff with the exclamation points and stuff. So, like, I don't hate the battle system. In fact, I quite like it.
too far up.
Might have... Yes.
Yeah, I went up too far.
Yeah.
So I didn't go far enough east.
Very easy to get lost on these world maps.
Maybe one day we'll see what happens when we kill an enemy we're targeting.
Right now, we just got perfect attacks.
This Dumba's going last.
Yup, because he is quite slow compared to the ladies.
Yeah, so like, Brian/Garrett was the fire mage, and he was really slow. But,
And bad at magic.
But Jenna is actually very fast.
Decently quick, yes.
Alright, staying in the inn. Woo!
With its cute cat sign.
I do love 6 coins for a room.
That's pretty cheap, yeah. It's only gonna go up from here.
And the other thing to note is our 15 inventory slot includes all your equipment.
Yes. And if you have any other pieces of equipment, they will also just sit there.
Yeah, so like weapon, armor, and like helmet isn't the thing.
Correct. I mean, Jenna already has 5 things equipped.
Yeah, we've got like weapon, accessory, armor, and hat.
And
plus
synergies.
synergy stuff, but also more than that as well.
Yup.
So,
Alright, well, we do have some cash if we want to potentially see some other stuff.
I bought everything in the weapon.
Okay, then we're good. In that case, we're going to the east.
Right, go this way?
Yep, so we could have gone here to start, but I think it would have fucked us. I believe this is the place. Yep, Shrine of the Sea God. So yes, we will be hard stopped pretty soon without the Lash Pebble.
Oh, here's Ricky and Tabby, the real Ricky.
There we go. Yeah, that's just Ricky. See, it's a common name.
Oh, you missed again.
Wow, you kids suck at this.
Yeah, you suck at throwing rope.
Fucking rope.
Oh no. Oh, don't worry, I'll rescue you, idiot children.
Is that good? Just went into the Hell Cave.
Well, I'll rescue the first idiot child, and then we'll see about the second.
Yep.
Hey, the rope!
Yo, the rope just magically flew to me.
It wasn't Ricky, he's not in this team. He's on the other team.
In fact, there Ricky goes.
Man, I forgot there was a kid called Ricky in this game and we named Ivan Ricky.
Why would
That's
you remember?
Pretty funny.
You know? We're never gonna see these children again.
Here Ricky go. Alright, yeah, good. That Ricky's back. Heyo. So now that critter. Was that a Jin?
A speedy little guy.
A speedy guy. I see a wind one then.
Just a speedy little guy.
Well, they're giving up. I'm gonna get him though. Fuck
Yeah,
that
you are.
guy. Yeah, go back to town. Maybe I'll get like an item for going back to town.
Alright, so I think it's the door that's across, although it might be.
I'll see what's over there. Oh, we should be motoring.
But basically, we get a fun little mini game to catch a genie.
Yeah, it's like the logs as well.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
There him be.
Hello, hey buddy.
Alright, so I believe we're chasing him to the bottom here.
How about?
I think is, yeah, up and around on the wood logs.
That went good.
This is fine.
That went great.
Ooh, spoopy ghost.
Yeah, ghost. Ooh. Yeah.
My defense,
Yeah.
no.
Woo, defense.
Ooh, nimble ghost. And he doesn't even attack the one that he lowered the defense of.
Sick dodge. Get out of here. Oh, there he goes.
Alright, so I believe we were following him. into the door here. Alright, below, enter... yeah, it's like down from here to the left.
Not following the step.
I think they end up over here, and then, yeah, down around here. I think either of these doors is fine, because they lead to the same place. Left or right stairs, like top, and yeah.
There we go, yes. Fiora defended there because it was dead.
Yep. You just do nothing, and
So
you don't move over.
You just defend.
So I believe what's gonna happen is he's gonna run away when we go up these stairs. And we actually have to go down the other set of, the bottom set of stairs down
What a
there.
jerk.
We have to see that first. Let's see. When it runs onto the square-shaped ledge, push the flame pedestal against the cliff to prevent it from fleeing. So that should hopefully be... Yeah, so if we push that up there... And then we do a fight. 'Cause he's not gonna get his butt hot.
Yeah, he is wind. Don't wanna get butt hot. Alright. As always, you always say before fighting these because again they can run away.
Because they are such dicks.
Then you have to fight them again. Alrighty. I guess I can see if that actually does any damage. Okay,
It does.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We've wrapped him in delusion.
Delusion's pretty good. I feel like that's just like
I believe so,
lines.
yes. Yes, and as usual with these games, Earth hits Wind for super effective, Wind hits Earth for super effective, and Fire and Water are the same.
The person who does the Jin does not need to be the one to summon it.
Correct. Once they have been used, anyone can use them for summon things, which is how you get funny multi-people summons in one turn. But we did find a Jupiter Genie.
Okay, well I guess I will train.
Yes. That just ups her stats.
Fog. I guess we could see, yeah, she becomes a page. Can't trade things that are still recovering.
Yes. If we walk around, we will hear it get set, though.
There's more delude. How weird.
Ooh, strange.
Alright, so now that everyone has one, the next Jin we can get, we can give to anyone.
Yes. As long as it stays balanced, you're good. And that's, I believe, everything here. We can look over on the left there. That was him getting set. But,
Frost.
yes, without being able to freeze things, we are stuck.
Yeah, we don't have Frost
So I
yet.
believe we can just retreat from here. Like, I know there's other paths, but I don't know that they go
Forget
anywhere.
we have that. Like,
Right?
we get it right at the start of this game.
And it's so good. Thank
so
fuck.
good. So used to walking out places.
Yes, I have no idea if the,
I'm gonna go back to town and
if the
see.
town has anything?
Yeah.
We're basically just continuing on our way.
Thanks, Captain Madra. That guy were free coming over our village. Oh my. Back home now eating their snacks.
Wow. Damn, you just called children losers.
Back home is safe and sound. What nice kids. Alright, what's their house? Let's try to find them.
It does look like most of the water has gone away.
Alright, so one of them. That's one of them.
And then I just took an Oreo.
It's whatever.
Just open up the Lay's crisps.
Yeah, you really need to discipline your kids better. But yeah, the water's gone. It's now like small puddles. I do like that this game has a lot of towns that have more than one state.
Yup.
Sure, I won't tell anyone.
Here I am, eating my corn.
I mean, you're his parent, so I would assume you're here.
Yeah, what do we mind read for him? I could have starved.
Sure, I could have. Oh, is he a dog? Why? Is he your? Is he
No,
not a
she
child
just
of a
needs
dog?
some. She just needs some time away from him.
Alright, yeah, we don't get anything, but there are some, some puddles placed around. This tree's still, submerged. Alright, I will rest them.
Might as well.
It's pretty dirt cheap.
Nope.
Oh, those guys dancing?
I guess they are,
Oh,
yeah.
let's go talk to these ladies.
Spins from the ladies. And yes, everyone now has a little buddy.
Sure. Oh, pretty got a show.
You have a
You have a
portrait?
portrait?
How weird.
Welcome to the palace of the Dragon King. Sea dragons.
Where's the seafood?
I guess for some reason they're not getting seafood even though they're right by the ocean.
That is a little weird, yeah.
Alright, we're going past the tower?
I believe so. Let's see, go south from Dyla, the bifurcation go east, eventually it'll wrap around southwest. It used the word bifurcation. Maybe there's another split further south?
Yeah, they're...
It's really hard to tell where to go, to be honest, because, like, this world map is not
Yes,
giving
there's
any
a
hints.
south, there's a south from here, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's like even further south. I guess this area is just totally optional and we'll never be back here again. Certainly not to that temple up there.
Sea dragons.
No. Yeah, east from here.
Well, I mean,
should
I
hopefully
feel
go
like
around.
Ricky has our frost gems, though.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely never going to be there.
Yeah, maybe the other party will do that dungeon.
Definitely never gonna get water adept. Alright, over the bridge. Wrapping around.
It just says wraps around southwest to the like the next place, which is the Deccan Plateau.
Beam!
Ah,
Beam!
we have learned.
Beam!
Beam. We have learned how to blast.
Yeah! We blast!
God bless the blast. Probably that area right
I
there.
assume the guide would tell us about on-map Shin, but I'll probably
Yes,
get a
it
Shin
will.
guide.
But yeah, it's probably good for us to double check it when we're getting our next one at any given point. Yeah, so this is, I think, the only place we can go. Will head
Will head?
or won't head?
No, he will head.
He will head. Ah, the next genie is in here, I believe. Oh boy! Alright, up the stairs a bit. There'll be some holes in the ground.
Oh boy, yep. Mm-hmm.
Another trick that'll be used often. Tiny cracks can be walked on once. Heavy will drop Felix through. Ladder's the only way to proceed at the moment. Exit south of the cave to find a chest.
I guess I just fall through.
Yep. I think we are going to the south exit there, and that should be a chest.
Skelly Man!
Yeah.
Skeleton.
I love how skeleton enemies in
Skeleton.
RPGs never wear shirts.
Need shirts?
I mean, they need pants apparently, or at least like battle kilts.
Eh,
They need to protect their skelegenitals.
who doesn't? So killing enemies with Jin gets you that rainbow flash, which I think means their drop rate is up or
I
something.
believe so, yes. The rainbow flash is quite
yeah.
good, but yes,
Full metal vest.
we acquired a full metal
Oh
jacket.
geez, that is plus 12 defense.
Hell yeah. It's true, they've probably polished those ribs to a mirror shine. Alright, going through the other door here. Oh, apparently the ladies can also wear the full metal vest.
Oh.
Yeah, might be decent for Sheba.
Uh,
Sorry, Charles.
She actually has 35 defense.
Okay.
Like, I think actually Dumba had, like,
Yeah.
the worst defense.
Quite possibly.
There's more defense. Alright.
Hilarious.
Mini Goblin!
That's a mini goblin right
That's a
there.
Mini Goblin! Look at this goblin.
God, every single one of these sprites is A+. I love it. Ugh. I love the way this game looks. It's like very specific. So I believe you can just jump over there and grab that.
Yes,
and these pillars will
collapse,
break as we go.
Yeah.
Alright, so yes, the crumbly pillars, grab the elixir, then use the remaining pillar to cross onward. Heavy pillar blocking the path beyond can only be crushed with pound, which we don't have.
Yeah, we don't have
We can't break that just yet.
Well, you know, he's a mini goblin, not a mini person, you see, so...
Alright, at the next patch of cracked ground, the northernmost heavily cracked tile can drop us into a cave.
He used a herb.
What a fucker.
Whenever you just summon your power for that element also rises.
Yep, and by more for the stronger the summon is.
It's
so
another reason to keep, like, Jin of elements on certain people.
Yup.
I can't remember which one. It's like someone that shows you. Yeah, power and resist. There we go.
Ah, yes.
So you can see that every person has more power and resist for their element.
Yup.
Which means that, like, generally speaking, at least again at the start of the game, you want to kind of give people their element.
Oh, the transfer input was great. Down and around here.
There's like 25 minutes of password.
Yes.
That's too
So,
far.
yes, what we want to do is fall into, I think, one of the northern holes here. It says, like, the northernmost, I think. Yeah, northernmost heavily cracked tile. Drops us to here. Honestly, that was just broken.
Yes, so that's a setup item. So I guess Fira actually does have less. Although she's actually in
Lower class at the moment, which is the harder part.
yes.
Or like a weird class.
Yeah, her agility will go up. So you kind of just want to use setups because you don't want them clogging up your inventory.
Jesus, no.
Doubler Fury, I think.
Hmm.
Like it.
That's fair.
I believe those are like they're like a slightly random amount, but we're not going to be too bothered about that.
Yep.
Do I just slide down?
Yep, we are fucking off, because this will take us back to that place we couldn't get to, and then we actually try to get across
They just
the crack
ram
field.
that mint right in their mouths. They just chew on
Rub
it.
it against their teeth.
Nah, they just chow down. They munch.
Blast that skeleton.
Yeah.
Got donked. Was weak to earth power.
So
You
yeah, killing things with like the Jin that they're weak to is like.
Yep. So you can tell if an enemy is weak to something if you get 3 exclamation points after the attack, and you can tell if it's strong against it if they have a period after the attack happens. That's the only way to know.
Yep.
Which is honestly kind of neat, because eventually you do pretty much just realize that's what's going on. Can you hop over the falling one? Or the fully broken one?
Yeah, probably.
Yep, there we go. Yes, that'll let us go up. Then we go through there. Another bunch of pillars to step on. Okay. Jump left once, northwest once, and then east once to jump onto a lone pillar.
Are you going? Oh, I'm jumping onto this pillar?
I think so.
I know
And
what
then,
I'm
yeah,
doing.
east to
Yep.
this one. Yeah, you break it.
Yep. Break it, you bought it. Hey, skeleton.
And there should be an item here.
Alright. Quit slamming. One whole damage. Ooh, you missed that.
It is, in fact, a cool axe.
Ah, it has an unleash.
It sure
wow, that's
does,
a lot
and
of
it's
damage.
way stronger. Holy shit.
Wow, that, yeah, I don't think he... Yeah, because Dumber really needed to be stronger.
I agree, he did.
Alright, well now he's got Unleash, and we might see that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like, you want to keep your inventory pretty sorted. Am I jumping across there?
No, because you can't actually do any jumps from there. I believe we are leaving to
You're
reset
right,
the screen,
yeah.
and then going back and like up and around. So you want to make your way northwest, basically. I guess it's down there, yeah. Yeah, and then I think those jumps there.
I want to see if we can see this Unleash. Yeah, there we go. That's a how.
Stone Justice.
Yeah, slam that guy.
Basically, you will never use generic weapons once you have decent artifact weapons. Yep, this will go up and around. And off the screen. Next part of the plateau, we'll have a complex of caves and holes. Oh god.
I do love caves and holes.
Mm-hmm. So we're falling into any of the holes nearby. And we're gonna make another friend.
Man, he is too strong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Doink.
go. Alright.
Yes, I believe we are falling in these holes.
Ah, is there a specific one we have to fall in?
No, I don't believe so. Any?
Choo!
Alright, head through the cave.
Got the puzzle wrong, idiot. You want an item?
Actually got it right.
I was supposed to fall in a hole? Ooh.
Because that's how we make a friend.
Oh, hello. Oh, down he went. Alright. Interesting.
Alright, follow him through another cave.
Did you just fall in that
I
first
believe
hole?
so, yes. I can't believe that Mars Genie fell on he ass.
Fire Jin for Jen. Well, you get Genie much faster in this game than
At least the starting set, yes. Alright, Felix should
Oh,
follow him.
taunting me. What a jerk. How did you get up there? Get down from there. What a jerk.
Alright, should we push a stump to make it go across there? Might be after he does this. Ah, yeah, there we go. I think this will let us actually get, yeah, back the other way. So yes, now we're gonna follow him.
Get him. Get him.
Get that worm. Yeah, we also haven't seen this game in ages since the last time we streamed the first one.
Yeah, four
So I
and a
believe we are
half
going
years ago.
south now. He's gonna run away from us again.
Yep.
But we're just gonna be like, ah, yeah, we'll catch up to you.
Yeah, man, this is kind of like nostalgia blast for
We
us
want to go
starting
across
the
some
stream.
tight ropes and some jumps.
And our first, like, proper stream together was a
yes.
fun one.
Can't whirlwind this away. They're just movable ladders because we can climb up them.
Yep. Up and down them.
All right.
Not there's any reason to go down that one.
I don't think so, but we can lash. Most importantly of all.
Yes, chest.
Long key.
Ah,
Chest with a nut.
I will not stop blasting the nostalgia. Alright.
And then I believe we
Are
are
we
just heading
following
back
him
to the
across the bridge?
genie now. We're just gonna spend this whole thing chasing a genie.
Yeah, as you do, they're the best.
Get donked, worm.
Until we get our water adept, we're gonna have a very weird set of Shin, huh?
We sure
I
will.
don't remember exactly.
He's not
when
super far into the game.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I actually think I know what like I have memories of the town.
I think we'll get him next stream. Ooh, he knows how to pound it.
Oh, he can pound. All right, well, I
Alright.
guess we're just gonna
Yes,
have
you can't
to,
follow it. Instead, let's.
That's what it's there.
Save again. It's can't be. It just says pursue. I guess fall down. Ah, this I think will let us reset it. Just wanted to.
Nope.
Instead, push the nearby ladder stump east, climb up, and hop around 2 pillars until one breaks.
Are you not too far ahead?
Genie is approached, it flees east again, so pursue, is what the previous line says. Oh, maybe we can go around?
Like the other side?
Like the bottom thing down there, yeah. The guide was a little bit weird about that.
Yeah, it just loves lashing out. Yeah, it has no restraint.
Mm-hmm.
We'll destroy innocence with that.
That's true. Yeah, I think we can actually get down and around that.
Right, I think it's
there.
like this one we have to do.
Yes.
The top one.
Yup. Yeah, if we climb
There's
down.
like no reason to
there.
go down. It's like, yeah, apparently there is. Alright, here we go. Down we go.
Whoops.
I was made alive.
I didn't
It's
realize
fine.
that would, like, stay cracked, you know?
Stone Justice.
Can't believe this genie is trolling us.
He's a jerk. It's the ones that you get into fights with and then they just run away.
Yes, the one, and then they just disappear completely. The fucks. Yeah, there we go. Alright, instead, push nearby ladder stump east, climb up. And there should be, yeah, these 2 pillars, just hop over them and break them. Yeah, that's the one you have to break anyway. Go north at ground level. Dovetail Echo. Thank you for following
Ah, yes, one.
Ah, Healy one.
Get out of here. Yeah, that had like exclamation marks.
Yep. It also plays 2 death sounds along with the rainbow thing. Alright, so now you push this one over and then use that to break the other platform here. You can go up.
Puzzles. I hope you like puzzle dungeons.
This whole game is puzzle dungeons
That's just,
all the way through.
that is Golden Sun.
Yep. So this lets us get across here.
I hope you also like very slow block pushing puzzles.
Oh, we know they love that. Especially because, just to be mean, we have to go down and push this one over.
And then back up to get up, yeah.
Alright, then into this cave. Continue until we go see the genie again.
It's gonna run away from us again.
No, it's gonna be worse.
Oh, good.
Get that off. We can't get to him.
Oh, hello, yeah.
Instead of approaching it, take the southwest exit in the room.
I assume it's this one.
Yeah, that's not, that's just call that the west. And I guess we are just following this path along.
Alright. Yeah, this just takes us. No, that's actually just. Maybe there is another door. Maybe there is actually a southwest door.
They might mean southeast, the classic. Because you went through this one, right? They totally mean southeast. I think there's a path that you can do
Yeah,
with the
there'll
one
be
crack
a path.
tiles.
I was like, just, yeah.
But yeah, that puts us down here. Okay, now I see what's going on.
Okay,
The
okay.
guy just fucked us.
It's southwest.
It's
yeah,
southwest.
Oh, this whole, yeah, the plot of both Golden Sun 1 and 2 could have been avoided if,
Anyone ever had a conversation?
everyone in this party had a conversation with the party from 1.
Yeah, there we go. This let us go. Screen shake is quite aggressive. Alright. Go. Yep, this puts us back to where the genie jumped through forever ago. Take the rightmost of the 2 cracked tiles.
Okay. Go away, you.
Donk.
Bone
Damn,
charge.
you charged your bone for 1 whole damage.
He sure did.
And we give this genie a concussion.
Ah, we get power.
And steal his mighty cube.
Alright, who gets pound?
Who wants to pound it?
Yeah.
We'll learn.
Yes. Oh. I assume I'm still chasing it?
Yes, so should be the last room with it. What we can do is pound that,
Yeah, we can trap
and he
him.
will not be able to escape. There's a lot more of these, like, I don't know, puzzle genies in this one, where it's like you have to chase them around and then do something to the map to get them to stop running away, whereas, like, most of the genies in 1 are just kind of standing in a location.
Yeah, and you have to just go fight them.
Yeah. Party skeleton.
They sure are. I feel like a lot of the puzzle ones also when you solved the puzzle you didn't have to fight them.
Yes, I believe you're correct.
They're just like, hey, you solved my puzzle, join me.
Hey, you solved my puzzle.
Oh, that one's pissed. That one's very mad that we trapped him. Well, Mercury should do good.
Yeah, I think this guy won't be too bad. But I do think a lot of these ones won't run once you've trapped them. They kind of already did all their running, but...
Yeah, there's the 3 exclamation points.
Yep.
That means it's super effective damage. Jerk.
Here. This should be the period, I assume. Yep.
Yep.
Takes 30 damage.
Failed him though.
Alright, and that's
Get
one of
in.
each.
Yeah, you can mix Jin and change classes, yes. And we've said at the start that we're going to try, like, probably for the first 4.
Cannon.
Or so, everyone is going to be mostly sticking with their own element when they can, because at the start of the game, you kind of just want to do that.
And a lot of the classes that are mixes are kind of steps down from the pure ones at the start.
Or get rid of, like, moves that you kind of need.
Yes, that you really want to have. Alright.
Hi.
I believe that's everything in the dungeon.
Okay. Exit?
I believe so. This should take us to the other side of the caves on the world map, yes.
That's where we want to go?
Yep.
Alright, what else?
Alright.
There's a boat! Are we ignoring the boat?
I think we're ignoring the boat. There should be a cave. Possibly to the west. It doesn't say where any of these things are.
Oh god, relax.
I know, right?
Why the fuck does it not tell us where shit is?
No, it
We're
just
gonna have
gives you
these
the
another
next
guide.
location, yeah. Ooh, 2 skeletons in this part of town.
Oh yeah, here we go, cat, and I should put that on Jenna.
Mm-hmm.
Stone, justice, get out of here. We'll try and fix the
shaken.
Should be a swordsman. And right now, cannon is just like the good shit.
Yup.
This is a cave. This is Indra Cavern. Okay, so this
yes,
is the
that
optional.
is where we're going. There's a cool tablet over here. And this will be quite good for us.
Alright.
It actually doesn't do anything with the ship. I'm not sure if there's anything to do there right now.
I'll probably go have a look at the ship.
We might as well. Then we potentially finish there.
1 Venus, 1 Mars.
So the way that the multi-thing summons work is that they basically you have to find them on the world map for the most part. You have to unlock them.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
I haven't played the Lost Age
in a long ass time.
At least a decade.
So yeah, let's give that a look.
I'm gonna have a look at the ship.
Yes, it actually goes to the next town first.
But first, I feel like we should demolish this troll. Minotaur with an axe!
Hell yes. The big thing about this is that it also lowers defense. So, using it at the start of the fight can be really good.
Jerk.
Damn.
Don't do that.
Please don't nimbly dodge any blows. I hate it when people do that.
Definitely a bit of a step up. That's our ship right there.
That's a boat.
An arty ship.
Yup, toe to tip.
That's our boat.
That's a Game Boy boat right there. Aw, yeah. They're dead.
Obviously, they turned into a dragon and died. Yeah, sure.
Yes, Dumba, that would be logical.
At that thingy, we could take their boat. They deserve to be at the bottom of the sea. Fuck them. Alright.
And the other orb lies at the bottom of the sea.
But I like this ship.
It is a cool boat. Unfortunately, there is not much for us to do here.
So there's probably an item over there in that box.
That's a reasonable guess, yes.
Ship, ship, ship! Ship, my boat! That's
Raid
my boat!
my boat! Dumbo went up to the wheel and went...
Play pretend, Go in the boat.
Nope.
Oh no, it's held closed by a powerful force.
You've been stopped by a powerful force.
Alright. Off the ship.
Avast. Do we want to finish up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna check these boxes and then I'll probably, just exit. Boat will end there. Try to fix this, world map shake.
Yeah.
It's probably just a setting.
I'm pretty sure it's like the filters, and then we eventually found later on that it made like tornadoes not appear when they were supposed to on the screen, but for just, most of the game, the world map not wiggling is what we want.
Oh, I recover people in here.
Ah, nice.
So I'm pretty sure we went. Yep.
Yep, there you go.
Alright, well, upstream we'll probably walk around here until we,
Hell yeah.
Until we recover. Don't turn off power! Alright, well, that's the first Lost Age stream where we spent a good chunk of it putting in a password.
Very important that you get your password
and
right.
And renaming all our characters again.
Also very important, yes.
Alright, we'll be back on Tuesday with more Golden Sun 2.
I'm looking forward to it. This was fun.
Tomorrow I am back with more Majora's Mask. I may or may not have crowd control. I've kinda got it working. Kinda. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Yeah, Majora's Mask, we're in the, the second cycle?
Yes.
First real cycle?
First real cycle.
We're having fun. So yeah, join me for mass times tomorrow and more of this on Tuesday. Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.